In the twilight years of the 15th century, one name struck terror into the hearts of Northern Europe's peasantry: the Black Guard, 4,000 mercenaries, hardened, ruthless, loyal only to gold. Armed with pikes and halberds, they specialized in crushing rebellions. Raised by a North Sea duke to silence and rest, they soon became something far worse. When the duke ran out of money, he dismissed them. They refused to disband. For 9 years, the Black Guard roamed unchecked, burning villages, looting towns, leaving no mercy for women or children. At their head stood Thomas Slentz, a battle-hardened noble shaped by the brutal campaigns of Maximilian I, Holy Roman Emperor. And now, under the banner of John of Denmark, they marched toward a small marshland republic that dared to defy Europe's feudal order. That republic was Dithmarschen, and what happened there would shock the continent. Dithmarschen, located in what is now Schleswig-Holstein, was no ordinary territory. It was a free peasant republic, no king, no feudal lord, no noble master. Its society was governed by 48 regents drawn from influential farming families. Leadership was shared, authority was limited. When war threatened, they appointed a commander temporarily. Their survival depended on geography. Boggy marshes, elevated causeways, floodgates connected to the sea, and a population that knew every inch of the terrain. Despite pressure from surrounding dukes and counts, Dithmarschen endured, partly through profitable trade with the Hanseatic League. But its existence was an insult to Europe's feudal hierarchy, and King John of Denmark wanted it crushed. King John ruled Denmark, Norway, and claimed Sweden. His ambition stretched across northern Europe. Officially, he cited provocations, raids, burned customs houses, defiance. In truth, he wanted glory, expansion, wealth. To justify invasion, he issued demands the Dithmarschers could never accept. When they refused, he assembled an imposing force, 12,000 professional soldiers, heavy cavalry, artillery, and at the forefront, the Black Guard. The Hanseatic cities offered little support. Lübeck sent token aid. Hamburg allowed the invaders passage. Dithmarschen stood alone, 6,000 farmer militiamen versus a royal war machine. On February 11, 1500, the Danish army crossed into the Republic under brutal frost. Villages were looted, innocents slaughtered. Within days, the army entered Meldorf, the old capital. The Danish flag was raised over the church tower. King John moved into a monastery, convinced the campaign was already won. He sent messengers demanding surrender. None returned. Instead, a captured scout revealed the king's next move: a march north to Hyde. Between Meldorf and Hyde lay 4 miles of swamp and a narrow elevated roadway. A choke point, a trap waiting to be set. A Dutch immigrant named Wolf Issebrand proposed a bold plan. Use the marsh, force the Danish army into a bottleneck. Destroy them there. The regents agreed without hesitation. Through the freezing night, Issebrand's men built an earthen wall across the road near Hemmingstedt. A ditch was dug in front. Canals were deepened. Artillery was positioned carefully. The rest of the militia guarded nearby floodgates. They were outnumbered, outgunned, but they would fight on their own terms. Before dawn, King John ordered the march. Thomas Slentz warned the ground was thawing. The king insisted. The Black Guard led the column north. Rain and snow lashed their faces. The narrow road turned to mud under thousands of boots and hooves. They did not see the earthworks until it was too late. Gunfire erupted. The Black Guard formed tightly on the roadway as engineers attempted to bridge the ditch. They were shot down. Slentz ordered royal artillery forward, but wind and rain soaked the powder and extinguished fuses. Sensing opportunity, Issebrand launched a desperate assault. Peasant militia charged directly into pikes to push cannons into the swamp. They succeeded. With artillery neutralized, Slentz attempted a flanking maneuver across marshland, a fatal mistake. To increase mobility, the peasants stripped off armor, shoes, even helmets. They cast aside their heavy gear to move faster, charging into the swamp with desperate determination. Then the floodgates were released. Freezing seawater poured across the battlefield, turning the ground into chaos. Soldiers lost their footing as the surge of water swept through the ranks. Heavy armor dragged soldiers under. Chaos consumed the Black Guard. Thomas Slentz fell in the fighting. By sunrise, the Danish vanguard was collapsing. The peasants showed no mercy. No quarter. The retreat became a medieval traffic jam. Cavalry collided with infantry. Wagons overturned. Horses drowned in mud. King John barely escaped. Casualties were catastrophic, 4,000 Danish dead. One-third of the invasion force, only 60 Dithmarschers lost. The peasants captured immense war booty, gold, artillery, horses, supplies. Among the spoils, the king's own Danish flag. News of the defeat spread like wildfire. Celebrations erupted in Lubeck. Sweden rose in rebellion against Danish rule. King John swore revenge, but never returned. For one extraordinary day, a republic of farmers defeated a king. The marshes of Hemmingstedt swallowed knights, mercenaries, and ambition alike. Though Dithmarschen would eventually fall in 1559 to Frederick II of Denmark, its victory remains legendary. Because sometimes, mud, water, and determination are stronger than crowns.